Hey, it did the red thing.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find the right thing.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. There's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good, bad. I'm the guy with the mic.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Hey.
Hello,
One of these,
hello,
like,
hello. Welcome.
There we go.
Pardon? Okay.
I realized you couldn't see me well, so I turned the light on.
Welcome back to another episode of Pat Itself, where we talk about
Oh, you were doing good, but yeah, you jumped.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're kind of back. You're not moving, but I can kind of hear your voice now. I swear you were perfect right before we went live.
I know. It's being weird. I don't know.
Now you're okay.
I don't know. I just was hoping at least for an hour to talk. Hopefully the internet gods will let us. And I even made a video. You want to see my
Oh, yeah.
video?
Yes, I do. That was cute. If you're talking, I cannot hear you at all. I see you move your mouth moving, but
Can you hear me now?
yes.
Yay! Awesome.
Oh yeah.
That was from our walk earlier in the Newton Park. The one where you can see an alligator every so often.
Right. That's cute, man.
Thank you. All those lights are dedicated to one person or a couple of people who have passed away in the past. And it's just a really great display of trying to keep their life and my internet just hates me.
But you're there again. I hear you now. That's cool that they do that though. But that's really cool.
So, how's everything over there? Did you guys have a good Grinchmas celebration at the haunt and Halloween? Not Halloween, but Christmas thing.
Not really. Kind, I guess. Our Friday night show went well, but Saturday is usually like the big show. That's where we usually get a lot more customers. The Grinch thing happened, and we didn't sell as many tickets as we expected, but that's because this giant snowstorm, like this insane one, was moving through. So obviously, people didn't buy tickets like we thought they would early on to come to the Grinch. We sold enough, enough, just not what we needed or wanted, really. And then we actually had to cancel the Saturday night show because the weather was so bad. Like we've never canceled a show before in the history of the dungeon, and it was that bad. So it was kind of a sort of a bust this year for us, which sucks. But
we even stayed on for a power outage.
Yeah, we've stayed on for hurricanes, storms, power outages, you name it. But it was ice and snow, and it was coming down so quick, and it was so dangerous. And some of our people, come from up to, well, our regular people, I think the longest drive is about a 45-minute drive. So like it was to the point where driving more than 10 minutes away to get there was dangerous. So we already had a lot of call-offs, and we were just looking at it, and we didn't want anybody to be in danger.
To give you guys perspective, the haunt is about 10 minutes away from our house.
6 minutes.
6 minutes. It took them probably a half hour to get home.
No, we took someone home.
Well, even after you took someone home, because I watched where you guys were.
Yeah, it took longer than it should have.
It still took quite a bit. And then we actually had trouble getting to pick up food that night.
Yeah, we got stuck on a hill. Not even a very big hill, just a slight gradual type hill. And I had to back way far down the street just to get actually up it in the snow and ice with the Jeep. So yeah, it was like I said, it's kind of a bust. Honestly, this whole holiday has been a bust. We didn't put a tree up, we didn't deck, we did nothing. I mean, I don't like the holidays anyway, but I gotta say this is probably the worst one I've had in a long time.
Yeah,
a long time.
Brooke, who loves to decorate,
is not decorated.
Not do a thing.
Yeah.
She got the tree out the other day, and then she's like, "Yeah, no, I don't want to put it up."
Yeah, it's just been a shit time of year, man. Things have been rough.
There have been many people who have blessed us this time of year, and dude, that's the only reason why I'm trying. People have helped us put the magic up for the children.
Right.
And I hope they know how grateful we are for their help in helping us make the magic. Because we've been able to do more magic than we would have without them.
We've been pulling 10, 12-hour DoorDash shifts on top of them working just to kind of try and do something. But we made it nice for Matt. We made it nice for Brooke. We made it nice for Jason and his kids. Decent for Michelle. And I'll worry about me after Christmas.
I'm still trying to figure out. I do. Oh, that's something. We were talking. Sophie brought up the this conversation about slashers, about different slashers from her games she's been playing.
What game?
And Roblox game. I don't know the name. I just know
there's a lot of creative modes inside it. Yeah.
she's obsessed with. And I'm like, you don't have to worry. There's one slasher that loves you no matter what. And she's like, yay, I love him too.
Yep.
I just didn't expect to be walking through the park in 73-degree weather, looking at Christmas lights, talking about slashers.
Hey, man, you're doing it right. Actually,
I hope
speaking
so.
of slashers and Christmas time, they just released a another remake / reboot of Silent Night, Deadly Night just a week or two ago, and I haven't gotten to see it yet. Those are the original Christmas slasher. Are you muted? Maybe I just can't hear you. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Christmas Eve, so suck it. Nope. Wait, I heard something click. I heard a sound. Don't hear you at all. Still. Nope.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can now.
Okay, it fell.
Gotcha.
Yay!
Yeah, that happens, man. Sometimes things
Yeah.
fall.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Totally off subject of the holidays, back on one of my favorite subjects, hauntings.
Okay.
Hi. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. What do you know about Middle Point Elementary, the haunted school?
I looked into it after you mentioned it. I've actually not been there. I've heard of it.
Not been there?
Don't know a ton about it, but I mean, I've heard it mentioned by a lot of people in the area. I've just never been.
Okay, cool. So it's another one of those random haunted places that keep popping up because everything leads back to Ohio.
Yeah, weirdly.
Even ChatGPT said we should move to Dayton, and I'm like,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
that's not exactly what I expected, but I'll take it.
There's signs, man. Even AI is telling you.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I don't have the money, but as of now, one day, yeah.
Someday.
The good thing is, as of now, we own our camper trailer.
That's awesome, dude. That's really awesome.
I'm like, that's the best Christmas present ever. Yay!
That is an awesome Christmas present, man.
There we go. Okay. Oh, what other things have you been exploring or doing?
Oh, I mean, I'm definitely back in wrestling. I'm actually a part of Tough Pro Wrestling now that does events in the dungeon. I'm the general manager character. I come out basically with my beard, my hair, my fucking flannel looking like Mick Foley, and some of the fans started calling me Hot Mick Foley, which I find absolutely fucking hilarious. So the Christmas Chaos event we did, the big show, at the very end, I actually pulled out my famous Christmas sock and sockoed somebody with it.
Yay!
And I did get it on this whole last show on video. I'm gonna be cutting some clips of it probably after Christmas. Honestly, I got to get through all this bullshit, and then probably between Christmas and New Year's, I'll dump footage and start working on it a little bit because we're doing a big another big show for New Year's Eve at the Haunt for Wrestling. So that's cool. I'm one of the main writers. I'm switching over to commentary along with jamming, and I'm taking you along for that ride here pretty soon because as of the other night, we decided we're going to do a Tough Pro Wrestling televised show on our network. So that should be a lot of fun, man.
Cheers. I look forward to that.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll figure it out. You know, get some Steven involved, whoever wants to be involved, helping out with commentary and stuff. The arena's just about done being built. We've done some shows in it, but it just keeps getting nicer and nicer as we go along. Of course, Fred can't leave stuff alone, so he's talking about even bigger stuff for it. So, not the biggest room.
Of
It's not a
course.
huge space, but you know, it's something.
The videos I've seen so far from random people that have been there have been really cool.
The shows have been fun, man. They've been really neat. Fred's been in there dropping elbows. He DDT'd the owner. Well, in the story, he's part owner, and he named me GM. It's this whole thing. So I'm constantly getting in arguments with the other part owner, which is the real owner of the company, Nova. There's just so much going on back and forth. There's a masked guy that's running in. Everybody thinks that I've hired the masked guy to come in and attack people. It's been a lot going on, man. I forgot how much I missed being a part of wrestling. You know, I never thought I'd be back in a ring again after the injury. And like even when I got in a little bit during haunt season when it was outside, there was a lot of panic involved with it because all I could think about getting in a ring was, you know, the match, you know, almost dying, being paralyzed for a while. And I don't know, I never thought I'd get back to it, but I'm really happy that I did, man. I'm really happy that I did. There's a lot of things that because of the haunt that are, you know, they're coming back to me. We had the Rocky group come through and actually did a show with us at the haunt. That went really well. They've already set up at least 2 more shows this coming year, and it's the original group that I was in the late '90s. It just needs different people because it's the kind of group where people change in and out. But I've actually rejoined the cast now. They don't do it. It's like, you know, once every couple months there's a show kind of thing. My first show with them is going to be at the end of February on mine and Michelle's anniversary, actually, which you guys don't remember. That's how we met, was Rocky, when we were much younger and then lost contact. It is a Stranger Things crossover. So I'm actually going to be playing Hopper from Stranger Things, who's playing Riff Raff.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, man, I'm super excited about that. And then me and Fred and the Hell's Dungeon formed a partnership with Eerie Excursions, which was the paranormal group that came through on Halloween night and did an investigation. We have a full-on partnership now. The last Friday of every month, starting in January, it's called Final Friday, and it's this big public investigation event. And I'm the main guide.
I just hope you guys, well, I request that you guys record a couple of the sessions, or at least one of the sessions, a little bit of it. So I would like to see, because I've heard some of the stories that happened.
We're going to be doing some testimonials, and I'm actually another announcement, haha, for anyone actually listening today or watching this later. I am bringing back Legends by Night. One of my favorite shows that I had to give up on a while back because of, you know, time constraints and issues I was having in my personal life. But a chunk of why I'm bringing it back is to actually bring people in to talk about what they've experienced at the haunt. Because I know there's a lot of people out there. There's a manager that, you know, I know that I'm back on, you know, speaking terms with, who's going to come. And I might be able to talk to him and, you know, talking about it. Have Fred, some other people around here talk about it, because I'm putting together this big video package for the event. And I thought it would be a lot of fun to tie the network into that, to promote it, and actually show some things that we're catching, like on the shows. It'll be more than just that on Legends by Night. There's some other interesting stuff I want to do with it, including some true crime stuff later on. But like, it just, I don't know. It sounds like a good thing to bring it back with this paranormal, you know?
If you haven't figured out yet, ghosts and paranormal things make me happy.
Yep, me too. And that was another big part of my youth that I get to, you know, come back with. So like literally the only thing that I grew up haunting, writing, I'm still doing those. I'm back in Rocky, I'm back in wrestling, I'm back in the paranormal. The only thing I'm missing is music, but I started doing music on the side again a little bit. Me and Jason both did. I created the new Tough Pro Wrestling song, which I'm working on a music video for. I'm kind of, you know, loosely back in music a little bit too. So it's like everything I've ever been passionate about, it's all kind of coming back, along with, you know, getting back into a normal podcasting schedule again. So I'm hoping 2026 is the year where I just get back to being happy and enjoying things again, man.
That rocks, because I'm still finding random freak songs and using them in reels and TikTok.
I've actually been coming out. I've been coming out to the Ring Time Machine lately. I'm about to switch that and make a new custom song for me. But that was the song that I used back when I wrestled forever ago.
That'll rock.
So yeah, it's been a lot of fun, man. It just I was thinking it was the original version, the Freak version of I Am Machine that I came out to, but it dawned on me the other day that it wasn't. It was actually a different version of that song that I did with a different band because my timelines always get meshed up in my head. So here I've been coming out to the Freaks version of I Am Machine thinking that was my original song and realizing that that's not possible. No, I need a new song.
Memory works weird.
It does.
Always. So
It works really weird. But I don't know, just trying to find reasons to live and be happy again. It's hard.
I'm
but
glad you are.
Yeah. It's better than where I was around this time last year. So between now and February was probably one of the darker parts of my life for a while. So things are definitely still better than that, and they're getting better.
Okay. Humaning is hard. One Monday in January or February, preferably one of those two, I need you and a scary story that you have written.
Okay. We can make that work.
Oh yeah, we're gonna make that happen. And
by then I might have another one done. I'm already halfway through another short.
Yay! Because we have not had our Rastopia special yet.
No kid book this year, unfortunately. I didn't have the time, but that is back on my docket for next year.
You do realize the last one you did, Sophie has been randomly showing to people at school saying this is the coolest book ever.
You were telling me that.
So they're not mad. They've just been rereading what you have done.
Well, no, I need to do the next book in that series. That's my plan for next year. That's one of my many plans for next year. I'm really every year I think, oh, this is going to be my year to get all these books done, and all these things. And then when we were living in Middletown, I got some things finished. I got some things out. I was happy. I was starting to get more books done. And then last year happened, and I got almost nothing done, except for shorts. The shorts are great, but it's not it's not as much as I'm wanting to do.
Yeah, but just remember, nobody thinks bad of you because you weren't able to get the other things done. We're just grateful you're here.
I just hate being behind on my timelines for things, man. I know I could be so farther along with certain things and just sit there and see how far I should be and where I'm actually at. It makes writing tough. It makes me think, well, what the fuck? Why do I even try? But then I remember it's because I love writing and I love telling stories, and that's why I do it.
I had a whole entire book in here, like handwritten, like poetry volume that's like 200 pages long since June that I've not been able to get typed up. So, but it's one of those next year goal.
Yeah.
But I did get to publish a book with Cassie this year.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So some goals not done, some like dual goals done. So it's one of those, we are making things happen, whether or not it's all the goal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know podcast wise, I'd like to, I know this year really got away from a lot of us, me especially. We were all having different issues at different times, different things between me and you moving. There's so many other different things that we didn't even do our 24-hour stream. So I'm hoping 2026 is the year that we can bring that back.
Oh, yeah. Because heck, at this point, I don't even care if we give giveaways other than, hey, you want an art? Here's an art.
Honestly, yeah. And I definitely want to do another anthology.
Oh, yeah. Because we have 2 versions we can do, and your old God concept would be
I got a couple
to bring back.
I'd forgotten about that.
I would love. I want to be a student in one of them.
Oh yeah,
that would be fun.
Also, I got a charity lined up already for us.
Ooh, yay!
Have a gay day.
That works.
They're an amazing national
I
charity, but
got
also the Dayton chapter.
one of
I work a
those
lot with them.
types of.
It's not just Dayton chapter. That's the only chapter. They created.
Oh
in
yeah, sorry.
Dayton.
Yeah. I think you froze again. Are you with me or are you still froze?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm back. I hope.
Oh yeah.
What
yes,
I was
yes, yes.
saying is, I have a kid that has come out to me, and I'm like, awesome.
That's
I'm
awesome.
still going to
man.
do the thing I did last time when the girlfriend was being a jerk.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's awesome,
the
man.
first,
Yeah,
the
I've
first
been working with them a
girlfriend was
lot.
so
They're
bumpy.
volunteer. I'm sorry, go ahead. I couldn't hear you.
I was just saying the first girlfriend was so bumpy.
Uh-huh.
That
I remember that.
bumpy relationship. But please continue.
I would say, hold on. No, I got a cough because I'm smoking. I'm gonna mute this. Damn, I hit that way too hard, way too quick. Their volunteer coordinator, their turtle, has become like one of my best friends in the entire world, dude. He plays Mr. Bacon at the haunt. He wears a suit and he's with his pig mask and he's fucking amazing. And he does this like deep southern drawl kind of voice. Well, he also does that character in wrestling and is my like partner in all the wrestling
Isn't
shows
rock?
and has his own fans. So him and I have become really close. He's also the new volunteer coordinator for Hell's Dungeon because we're working on some charity stuff also up this coming year for the dungeon, including a scholarship for kids, that work for us, that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Tell 'em about Mr.
That's
Bacon and Ham.
Oh, so Mr. Applewhite, the wrestler. Well, behind the scenes, we were doing this big Christmas dinner for everybody in the wrestling company, and if anyone in the hunters showed up. Really, not many of the hunters showed up because they had stuff to do, but all the wrestlers showed up. Pretty much the whole company showed up for this, and it was happening like a couple hours before we did a big event, the Christmas event. And for weeks, Applewhite goes, "I'm buying the ham. I'm gonna make the ham for everybody." Like he made a big deal about it from the get go. And this motherfucker sends his son to the store, and his son tells him that the ham is $40, according to him. And so he said, unless someone's reimbursing me, I'm not fucking cooking that
It
ham.
wasn't he sent his son to the store. His son was with him
Okay.
when they went to the store.
Oh, and his son told me.
Applewhite saw the $40 price.
Oh, okay.
The son saw the other price.
Okay, shush now, please. Thank you. The actual real sell price was $10. He could have just bought the ham. But all he saw was $40, so he didn't buy it. And he made a big deal about how he was not going to do that ham. He was going to make brownies. He ended up buying store-bought brownies. So we ragged on him so hard about this ham, to the point where me and Michelle even spent like $23 and bought 2 hams. Like, we were messing with him hard. And to cap it off, there was a spot in the show where I had to come out and fuck with him. It was this big thing where he won a match by it was a double count out.
Yeah.
So he got to keep the belt. Well, I came down there. I was like, no. This is Christmas chaos. We are not ending this, this match and disqualification, and you're just going to keep it without working for it. That's not happening. So, of course, in character, he's all pissed off. And I'm in the ring talking down to him because he's outside the ring looking at me. And I point at Mr. Bacon. Mr. Bacon starts coming down and puts something in his pocket. And Applewhite's just running his mouth. So I get on the mic and I tell everybody about him and the ham and what a cheapskate he is. To everybody in the crowd, just getting everybody pumped up. And of course, in character, he's just getting more pissed off. He's like, "Yeah, you know what? Fuck that ham." He's going on.
And fuck fit Mr. Bacon too.
Yeah. He saw Mr. Bacon come up behind him, and I was like, "Mr. Bacon, give him his medicine." Mr. Bacon pulls out a piece of ham that we cooked for the dinner that we set aside and slapped him with it twice. I actually got people to chant ham slap.
Okay. That is
My
hilarious.
idea,
Yeah, it was Michelle's idea.
because I was a petty bitch.
Yeah.
This motherfucker
Yes.
was supposed to make a ham, so I didn't have to cook anything for this dinner because I cooked my ass off.
We
for
literally
Thanksgiving.
only paid the money and for her to cook this ham, just so honestly we could slap him with a piece of ham. Because we fed everybody, but we got to slap him with a piece of ham.
Yay.
I am a petty bitch.
That was one of my highlights of the year, definitely.
They're
Tell her
wrong.
about the funny thing that happened when we were dashing one night.
I don't remember.
The car that got pulled over.
Oh yeah, man, there was this car behind us. They were kind of erratically changing lanes and shit, and they veer around the car and end up pulling up right next to this light. Well, me and Michelle realized the person they veered around and are now parked in front of this light, or stopped at this light, is a state highway patrolman. And that's about the time we look over and we realize the guy finally realizes he's in front of a state patrol, a highway patrol, whatever.
The patrolman actually looked at me and nodded at me, acknowledging what had just happened.
Yep, we're like, yep, that happened. And so we all start driving again for a while.
This guy's going between being behind us and being literally going in between lanes, and the patrolman is behind him.
Just changing lanes with him, but not even turning on the siren, just changing lanes behind him. Finally, the dude gets behind us and starts going a little faster. And of course, no one's gonna rush me when I'm driving. Fuck you. I'll tap my brakes. I don't give a shit. I'll tap my brakes a little bit. He slowed down a little bit, and about that time, the cop turned his lights on. Unfortunately, there was also a car in front of me. For some reason, the dumbass in front of me must have been doing something stupid in his car, I guess, because he thought he was getting pulled over. So he starts slowing down in front of me to pull over. So there's a line now of three of us, with me and us in the middle, on the side of the road behind the cop. And that's about the time the guy in the front finally realized the cop wasn't for him and pulled away, so we got to leave.
That's one of those times when you say, "Where's the cop when you need one?"
And there was a
freaking cop when you needed one.
Well, that's okay. This one asshole nearly hit the bus. Stopped just in time in front of a cop. That was great.
I was
grateful he was able to stop.
Right? I had a car apparently playing chicken with me today on purpose. Like literally, at first I thought the guy must be drunk, or maybe he had a heart attack or a seizure, or there's something going on, a stroke. And he was coming right at me. And my Jeep is not a small vehicle, and he was in a vehicle that was a little bit bigger than ours.
No, he was in a small, like sedan. He was in a silver sedan.
Okay, I thought it was a bigger car,
No,
I
it was a
guess.
silver sedan.
But he just coming right at me, and had I have not found a way to get over in a place where there really was nowhere to get over, we would have had a head-on collision. And it's weird because there was the car right on my butt at the time. I mean, we were slowing down. We were going slow or whatever, going towards the stop sign. And but the guy cleanly avoided the car behind me, no problem, like it was no issue. But still, almost slammed right into us. There was a lot of fuckery on the road today, actually.
A lot of fuckery.
Why does this holiday continue to bring out the stupid?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm tired of the stupid. In general in life, I'm tired of the stupid.
Okay, most definitely.
Yeah.
What is the next haunted place in Ohio that I should look up stuff about?
Ooh, that's a very good Gore Orphanage.
Gore Orphanage?
Yeah, definitely look up that one. It's funny because the grounds where Gore Orphanage was, there's like right next to it, there's cabins there now. And her and I actually, without realizing at the time when we booked it, got there and realized we were literally camping pretty much on the grounds, part of the old grounds of the orphanage. It was weird. Dell actually tells the story about this, about a time when back when we were still on our Discord chat regularly for Right, where we were doing a storytelling event, and I was in a hot tub out on this cabin, and there was this extremely tall, I'm talking like 10-foot plus thing outside in the woods, but like close to the cabin in the woods, that was as skinny as a tree and kept turning sideways and hiding behind a tree, and then moving out from behind the tree and just staring at me, and then going back and disappearing in the woods. Like the whole event was like happening while we were doing it. We were all talking about what was going on while it was happening on the grounds of this place. A lot of things have happened. There's paranormal stuff. There's multiple cryptid things. It's a lot of weird out there. It's definitely worth looking into.
Okay,
Well, like I
is that the one where the voices were mimicking you guys?
No, that was the campgrounds at Lost Creek, which isn't the actual name of it. I just changed the name of it. What's the actual name of it? Houston Woods. Now, Houston Woods is also worth looking up. Actually, what's his name?
Matthew Houston.
Matthew Houston himself is very worth looking into.
Houston.
He's connected to a lot of cults and a lot of paranormal fuckery in Ohio. But
Okay.
yeah, Houston Woods is where that happened. Most of
Not just there, but it also happened to us when we were in Red River Gorge.
yeah, Red River Gorge also. Yeah, there was
and
ghosts
National
there.
Bridge.
I eventually I'm actually gonna write a short story version of what her and I experienced on that. I know I talked about it on a show like a couple like years ago. Like right after it happened, I thought this was years and years ago. This was well before Allight that I had mentioned it.
She'll just
Like
think
well
about it.
before. I think actually it was before I was back into podcasting at all, really.
It really was.
I just started. No, it was that. Yeah, this was like 2019.
2019. It was October before we got
Yep.
married.
Yep. So this was before I was doing podcasting at all, and I've only briefly mentioned it what happened on the mountain before, but I'm definitely gonna do a story about it. I keep meaning to, I just haven't yet. That's when we went through the forest fire. I know I told you about that before, and then we got
Yeah,
stuck
you
up on
told
the
me about
mountain.
the forest fire.
Yeah, same trip. We were stuck up on the mountain. We went across this lift to walk down the mountain on the safe trails to come
So
down.
it'd be like a quarter mile, like a 3/4 mile safe trail to walk down.
Yeah, no problem. Like, there's kids, there's all this stuff. Oh, we didn't know that. Well, originally we weren't going to walk down at all. We were just going to take the lift
down.
over to the top of the mountain and then the lift back. And as we were going to get on the lift, they were like, "Oh yeah, this is the last lift of the night." We're like, "Wait, what?" But we were already kind of leaving. So that's when we found out we had to walk down, but there was a safe, easy marked path. Well, a big chunk of it was all roped off. I guess something had happened. We still don't know. There was like police tape up. And so we couldn't use that path. And we were trying to find other paths. And we found another path, not realizing that it was the expert path. And a lot of fuckery ensued. It became dark very quick on the mountain. Luckily, we had our portable filming lights with us, so we had light. But like, as strong as the light was, it was like maybe a few feet in front of us.
Yeah.
And then things were following us down. We almost died a couple times.
We literally had to, there was a tree wider than him and I combined.
Yeah.
That we had to hug and kind of like
Jump.
like sideways across.
It was a good 4 or 5 foot gap.
What was behind us though, because we literally had our backs to the like air, what was behind us was pretty much a straight fall.
Yeah. So you had to hug the tree and jump from your left foot to your right foot. It was about a 4 or 5 foot gap. And it was straight down to your death. That was one of the scary parts. I looked at her, I said, "Just go on, send help. I'm done." But obviously I ended up doing it. That was a very weird trip with paranormal, cryptids, all kind. Even the cabin that we were in, we had some paranormal like instances with.
Well,
That whole trip was
because
nuts.
the cabin was also mismarked and
Yeah.
there was a lot of crap with that.
Yeah. It was wild, man. You know, I mean, I can't go anywhere normal.
Of course not. You have to have the most interesting experiences when you do your experience thing.
I've not had a good experience trip in a while.
No, our Florida trip together was a really good experience.
I'm talking about paranormal and weird.
Oh, paranormal?
No, that was a relaxing trip until we got back.
Relaxing.
But yeah, that was a relaxing. I'm done with life. I need to get the fuck out of here kind of trip. I mean, like an adventure.
Adventure. The
Like
last paranormal adventure we did was when we did that Red River Gorge.
It might have been, yeah. That might have been the last really big one, yeah.
Well, no, we kind of went that. No, we did the cabin after that because we were
No,
married when we
you're
went
right.
to the cabin.
You're right. Yeah, we did. Yeah, timelines are weird, man.
I remember it differently, but yeah, we were married when we went to the cabin.
Yeah.
But Del saw that in.
Yeah. Yep.
Because that was like during COVID.
Yep, that was during COVID. We just need to get the fuck out for a little bit, but also not like be around other people.
Oh yeah.
That was probably the last one we did, though.
That was the last cabin you and I did, yeah.
Yeah, the last like paranormal cabin thing.
And most of the time, it's not intentional. Like that one, the Danny Gore Orphanage and having all that weird shit happen, that was not intentional at all. We were just going to go. It just so happened to find me, like it usually does.
Well, that's the thing about paranormal. I don't think we purposely go to find it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, sometimes I without telling anyone. Make sure we're staying at places that are, paranormally questionable. I just don't tell them that. I'm bad about that.
We've had some weird road trips though, where we've been out like looking for paranormal stuff, and every road we took led back to the same place.
That was Houston Woods. That
Yeah.
was after we stayed at that Houston Woods place. Every time we would just be bored and want to just drive around town, or looking for paranormal shit. Just we would choose random directions. We'd randomize all our directions, and every fucking time we'd end up back there. That was also during the period of time where after all that happened, where I was still having dreams
Mhm.
about that place, telling me to go back there. So it was really weird, man.
The really funny thing is, I've read so many haunted stories, and that happens. There's always a dream, something telling them to go back and go back and go back.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
then
would
you
have
find
it
out
working.
in real life, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Like some of those times I knew we were heading back to the Houston Woods direction. I was like, no, we're not taking that turn. Why not? Because that leads to Houston Woods. Oh, okay, go that way then.
And remember, I'm directionally challenged. Legitimately, without a GPS, I will get lost in my backyard. I spent so long not driving and not giving a fuck and just being a passenger that I just have no sense of direction. Now, if you get me in the woods, any time of day or night, I'm fine. But like driving around and shit, I got no idea.
Okay. That's understandable. Like, dude, I'm not even sure what's out there. But also, I know I'm not going to go out there right now and look.
Right?
It is dark. They have some nice pathways, walking paths here.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no. It's gotten to 80 degrees and the kids were like, can we go swim? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that water is still freezing.
Yeah. Water's weird like that. Definitely weird.
Need a trip soon.
Yep.
Yeah, trips are always a good idea.
Yeah. Or even just like a little getaway. Those are always nice.
Well, things go how I hope they will this year. I'll be taking some travel time off.
They'll rock. I just hope
Might
they
even
get
attempt to
it
get out
more-
your way. I've still never been to Texas.
Dude, Texas is interesting. A
Well,
lot
she's
of
from San
weird things.
Antonio, so I figure I got to at least go to San Antonio, and if I'm going to be out in Texas, I might as well try and head your direction.
Oh yeah.
What I've tried to tell him and explain to him, you can experience every single like habitat within the state of Texas.
Yes,
you can literally
can. And
go from snow-capped mountains to the desert in like 5 hours.
yeah,
And people don't believe you until they actually go and experience it for themselves. Like my favorite place in Texas, and I guess it's kind of because I grew up in San Antonio, it's Hill Country. It's one of the most beautiful freaking areas I've ever been to, with the exception of Colorado.
Yeah, I need to get back to Colorado.
oh, I love Colorado, and there's 3 authors that I know of in Colorado that are amazing that I'd love to go meet one day.
Oh yeah,
And the really funny thing is, oddly, 2 of them were on purpose. They got married. And then one of my other favorites just randomly lives in the same town as them. And I didn't even find out about them in the same circle.
Nice.
eventually, man.
Coincidences are hard.
I would still love to do me and Pyle and Ron grab an RV and make trips, some trips to pick people up, and we can broadcast and do an outlet trip.
That would rock.
That just sounds like fun,
My
man.
goal is to try to get there during one of the haunt things and just experience the haunt thing.
Boy, it's a lot of fun,
But-
man.
No matter what holiday haunt it is, whether it's Halloween or one of the others. That would be so much fun.
We do a lot of them now. This year
Oh, yeah.
we're still doing Valentine's Day. We're still doing 420, and then we're gonna do another one in June. Play another horror film based thing in June.
That'll rock.
We can't be still about shit.
No, you guys have to keep doing and doing and doing.
Well, the
That's why
interesting
people
haunt,
love coming back.
yeah, the interesting haunt news is that we got a good deal and we just signed another 4-year lease. So it looks like Hell's Dungeon's gonna at least go to season 10.
Yay.
Yeah, that was a big change, a big thing we were all worried about. Weren't sure if it was going to happen at all, but some things lined up and changed last minute. When we thought next year was going to be our final season, so that it was it was nice. And then the partnership started happening after around the time you made that decision. All these partnerships started happening, other things started changing, and we do a lot of good for a lot of people, man. Not just local charities, but when you got 100+ people that work for you and they rely on you as a source of positive mental health, a safe space to go and not be judged by other people and like exist, be a part of things, build things with your hands, create ideas. It's helped a lot of people, man, and it also helps some of their families. So we get a chance to just know and be have this giant family of so many different people, and you look at it and you look at the aspect of, hey, we might have to close, and then you start thinking, well, what can we do to make that not happen? What do we need to do? What do we need to give up? What do we need to have happen? And I haven't taken pay in a while. Like, it's been seasons since I've taken any money at all from the haunt. A few of us don't actually. Sean doesn't. Sean doesn't either. Like Crystal doesn't. Like most of management doesn't take anything. We just do it, whatever's needed, because we love the place. Of course, Fred sacrifices more than anybody. Obviously, I mean, way more than anybody. He's even gave up his family farm to keep this place open. A few seasons back. So it's, I don't know. The haunt is definitely bigger than itself. We just have to find a way to take care of everybody and each other.
And that's not always easy.
It's not. It's not, man. I mean, especially when you don't own the property. So there's a lot of things you have to navigate. But thankfully they've the owners have been a lot more understanding and cut us a lot more breaks, and have turns out they enjoy the haunt being there. So they've been doing a lot more for us to help us out with the business.
So you have the people coming to the haunt, and then you have the people coming up to go through the mall, or they go through the mall to hang out before they can go to the haunt, because you guys have that new queue system that makes everything a whole lot easier.
Oh yeah, man! Like it's cool, and there's a lot of restaurants, nearish the haunt. We're right next to multiple highways, so when you come and check in, if we tell you, hey man, your wait's gonna be like an hour and a half, 2 hours, we'll text you when it's time for you to come through. We have plenty of people say, hey, can we just run and grab dinner? And we're like, go ahead, man. And if we call you a little bit before you're able to get back, we'll just throw you in front of the line when you get back. No problem. So, it took a year or so for people to get used to the queue, but now that it's also outside on top of it, people feel more comfortable with not just standing there waiting in the building for hours. They're more comfortable going out to the car or down to the store, or, a restaurant and back, or sometimes a bar and back. As long as they're not too drunk. We can't let them through if they're too drunk.
Well, yeah, that can get bad.
Yeah. I've been pretty blessed.
Oh yeah.
As far as in-haunt events goes, man, over the years, we have not had anything too terribly bad happen, really. Not compared to a lot of the places I've worked for.
Oh yeah. I have the one inviter, the Dark Haven. I can't remember its other name as well. It was open finally this year, and I'd been waiting for 3 years for it to reopen. And the queue line people were so awesome, I mean. And I've come to the conclusion that the teenagers in line probably drive the queue actors insane on a constant basis.
To a degree, and it also depends on the haunt and how much leeway they give to the queue line actors. Like, There's a lot you can do to make it a little easier or more fun, at least for the Q-liners, to make fun of the teenagers. Like,
Mhm.
my buddy Gage wheels a wheelchair with this teddy bear, this giant life-size teddy bear in it. Fred a while back had somebody take this teddy bear and cut the head open and build a real deep pocket inside where we can put like fake brains and blood and guts and candy and prizes in. So
Mhm.
Gage gets to wheel this thing around through the queue line and make people stick their hands in it, and that gets a lot more funny reactions than you'd think. Like there's just a lot they do out there, and because we're outside, it's a big space. We play music. You got like Brooke and Josh out there getting people to line dance with them. Do dances with them like in characters. There's just a lot I think you can do if you trust your queue liners.
Oh yeah. I've also come to the conclusion that I don't fully know what 6-7 is, but I'm ready for it to be over.
7. Yeah, no one knows what it is. That's the point. It was funny because at the Grinch thing the other day. No, it was the
Oh
Christmas
yeah.
party. It was the Christmas the wrestling Christmas party. That's when this was.
How
We were talking
many? I
about.
mean,
Actually, no, it wasn't. It wasn't that. We got invited to a local Wendy's. Our Grinch and then Matt is Santa Claus, and me
yeah.
and Emery went as their handlers and did this big event at a Wendy's. It was crazy. We got free food. There was door prizes, a fun event for kids, and these kids next to us were going 6-7, and I was like, "Go tell Santa 6-7 and see what he says." And of course, Matt being Matt, he gets really deep into characters, so he was like 8, 9, 10, 11. He was messing with them, and I was like, "I don't even know what 6-7 is." And this little girl looks at me dead in the face. I'm talking like 5, maybe 6 years old, and says, "Oh, that's the average height of a basketball player," and just walks away. And I'm just like, "Oh."
What?
It was the most random thing ever.
That should be, I think that's gonna be my new thing that I ask these children that I randomly meet that do that around me.
Yeah.
What does 6-7 mean to you?
Yeah. Because you can't just ask what it means overall because they make fun of you for not knowing. But if you turn it around on them in an interesting way, you'll either get an interesting answer like the height of a basketball player, or they'll just be dumbfounded because you now realize that they don't know either.
Mhm. Yeah, it's one of those things that it's supposed to be an if you know thing, and if you don't, you'll never know. And then
Yeah.
it turns out nobody knows.
Yeah, no one knows. It's the world's biggest, probably dumbest inside joke.
It's in that stupid thing. If you have to ask, you'll never know type
Yeah.
of thing. It's like that's one of those things that have aggravated me for years.
Yeah. Man, I invented a new word the other day, a new slang word, and now I don't remember what the hell it was. You remember?
I don't know.
I'll have to think about it. Like, it was well thought out too, and now I've lost it. You're the one that said it.
No, I didn't say it. It was from
No, there was a word you said.
you said
Exposition. Okay.
Oh, no.
I invented the slang word expo. Here's where it comes from. I've noticed like a lot of slang obviously has root words or roots, normal words that it's loosely based on, but like with little weird ass spins that don't necessarily make a lot of sense. So we're driving, and there's a lot of construction where we're driving, and Michelle's like, "You should turn down here because I want to cut out all this exposition." And I stop. I mean, I don't stop the car. I just in my brain, my brain just dead stops. I'd never heard the word exposition used for random details in traffic around town. And while I know it doesn't necessarily apply to that, it it was an interesting application. Like, this is one of those times where like the grammar Nazi in me didn't stop and correct her. Like, I went to that, I was like, wait, that's actually kind of interesting. So now I've decided the word expo, while it stands for exposition, is greater than exposition in a novel. It's any droll details that you really have no interest in or want to avoid. So if
Mhm.
people come at you with this big ass story and you're just not interested, be like, skip the expo and just dip.
That is cool. I like that.
Just so you guys know,
Oh, you're right. This little child was right. Apparently, 6'7" is actually the average height of an NBA player.
in the entering the 2024-2025 season.
Huh. I thought that was just a random
Alright.
thing this little child said, but apparently that's
I
real.
wanted to look it up just to see if it was real, and yeah, it's
You heard it here, folks. That's what 6'7" means.
that is apparently 6'7".
Yeah.
Because it was during basketball season that it really became a huge thing.
But either way, man,
God,
you've heard it here on the LA Network.
6'7".
Alright. And I still okay, it's been more than 2 years now, and I still cannot get past Dante's use of the word am. You can
Oh,
say
yeah.
I am or I am it. I'm like, I've never heard that contraction before, you kid. I love it.
That's a good one. Am and amped. I like it.
Ooh.
Words are hard, but they're also
The next-
fun.
Yeah, it's been interesting going through the spelling journey, this reading journey, this math journey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I am already tired of fractions again.
I bet. Wait till you get to PEMDAS one day.
Fuck PEMDAS. People don't believe in PEMDAS anymore.
I know. I don't even know if that's a thing people use in school.
They do, but older people say that they weren't taught it in school.
We were.
But we were taught it in school.
It's order of operation.
PEMDAS or BIDMAS. Same fucking thing.
Yeah.
I've literally had people argue with me about the answer to an equation
Mhm.
that had parentheses in it.
Just like the layers of the skin. Do you know what I was taught to remember for the layers of the skin? Big
What?
slutty girls love cock. This was in med school. Yeah. There was an even worse one for the cranial nerves, but I've forgotten what the saying for it was now. I'll have to message him and ask him. I still talk to a good chunk of my teachers from med school, actually, oddly.
Yeah, when I was clerking, learning how to be a medical clerk, I should say, that's round about the time we found out Sophia had the 3 heart defects. And we had to do a report on one of the things on the list or suggest something. And I'm like, well, my brain cannot wrap my head around this because I just found this out. Can I please just give you the give my report on her 3 heart defects? And that stopped my teacher straight in her tracks, and she's like, yeah. So I ended up online many times, and the teacher helped me not only do my report, but helped me understand what and where in her body in our anatomy class, what was happening to her heart, what
Nice.
those things did, what those things didn't do if they stopped, and what might happen. And I'm like, I ended up letting her know she was the best anatomy teacher on the planet.
Oh yeah,
and
man.
able to have better conversations with the doctor. But I also found out that I was the first person in the history of the clinic that had at that point called and asked to help understand, well, find out what the names of the diagnoses were so I could better understand them. And the nurse and the front receptionist was like, what? I'm like, I want to understand. I first need to get the name of the diagnoses. And it just confused me. No other parent had called to find out what the proper names were and then went and worked on finding out what it all meant.
Shouldn't that like be basic parenting?
You would
I'm
think.
like,
What is wrong with all these other parents?
I don't know. I know one other lady. Not only does she understands what type of surgery her son is fixing to go into, the different parts, and what is supposed to happen. And she's seeing why it's needing to happen sooner than later because of how much the kid has changed.
Right.
And I'm like, why are there like 2 that I know of?
That's wild, man.
If I hadn't
Yeah.
had him in my last doctor's appointment with me for the orthopedic, I probably wouldn't have even been fitted for an actual medical brace.
That was crazy, man. Like, this guy is supposed to know his job. And it'd been so long since he met me, he forgot my medical, knowledge history and work history. And he just started saying wild ass things about her injury. For some reason, he came up with that she was hypersensitive. She's never tested for hypersensitivity. She does not have a hypersensitivity issue. I completely dispelled that with him and made him realize that he was kind of dumb. And then he starts telling me, well, ankle nerves can't really be tested. And I'm like, excuse me, I know of 3 different ways with simple testings that it can actually be tested for hypersensitivity and potential nerve damage, which I think might be part of what's going on with her foot and ankle. And he's like, oh, no, none of that. There are none for that. And I'm like, no, I know there is. And I just kind of had to let it go because he was so forceful about there not being anything. And he's like, well, your ankle's hurting again now, so just use this brace full time. This very brace that physical therapy, when she graduated from it just like a couple weeks to a month ago, told her to stop using.
Don't rely on the brace, or else I'm going to need it all my life.
And this is supposed to be okay, physical therapy is done. We're going to re-X-ray, and we're going to talk about maybe surgical options or other options. And we came in, they did not do the X-ray they were supposed to do, because they do them right there in office and see the results immediately. They skipped it, just didn't do it. And since her ankle was bothering her, he just decided he didn't need to do his job at all.
He both called my ankle, what did he say? Both stable and unstable.
In the same sentence. He was a complete moron, man. And I finally got to the point where I was like, listen, she was melting down and just like literally sobbing and crying. So I was like, I'm going to take this over now. And I told her how things were going to go. I was like, we can discuss surgical options. Unless there's a non-surgical option we can try first. What non-surgical options are there? You're going to tell me this right now. And he looks at me and goes, well, I guess we could get an actual medical device to see if that helps alter things. And I'm like, well, why haven't we done that already? And he's just being so stupid. Then he's like, okay, I'll be back. And then just leaves. Walks out and then just starts seeing other patients.
And leaves the door wide open.
Yeah, leaves the door wide open. So I have to go out to the car. I end up having to sit in the waiting room. Or I went up to the desk and had to go to the waiting room for a minute. And just to wait to find out what the hell was going on. And they finally found out there was supposed to have been a referral, a physical, paper referral for her to go to this place to get fitted for this brace thing. But he forgot to write it out after all that. So it was, we'll try to send it over digitally. If not, I'll just call you. Thankfully, we were very close by still when they called. Like, we started dashing.
No, we had to go pick them up.
Oh, that's right. We weren't that far away. I think we were maybe like 7-8 minutes away.
Yeah.
10 at most when they called to come get this. So they, well, fuck it. We just stopped, turned around, went right back, got the referral. While we're coming back, we were going to dash because we were a couple hours before when they they had to go to work. And we were going to be early, so I was like, just call them and see when you can get in, make the appointment now. It's going to be a couple months before they're going to get you in. This place is really popular. It just so happened they had an appointment that day after lunch. Like that day. Which is never fucking happens ever in the history of medical appointments.
It's a very popular prosthetics company.
Usually has appointments 6 to 9 months out. That she got in that day. So we went there, and that doctor was the most amazing doctor ever. Like, he actually listened to her, talked to her, already casted her foot.
He watched me walk and looked at me and told me, he said, I know he's like, I know you're here for your right. He said, but there's something going on your left.
It's because doctors don't listen these days. Like, you have to, in a lot of cases, you have to have somebody come with you to an appointment or be the kind of person that is not remotely bothered by anything they say and are okay with fighting for yourself. And it's not necessarily always the fault of the physician. sometimes they see so many damn people, they see so many situations, and it's easy to overlook things. And they've got stressful jobs. So I want to make it clear that I don't think doctors are shitty. I think a doctor and a patient has to equally put the work in for things to happen.
But this
But you have
doctor
to
did not listen to his patient.
right. You have to find a physician that wants to be equal partners with you in your your health.
Oh, I totally understand that. Fred just had to have we had two options. The first option was to take antibiotics for the next 6 weeks, but he's diabetic, so that would wreck his kidneys, like
Yeah.
dialysis wreck his kidneys. Or they could just go above the knee and cut off that much more of his leg.
Right.
They ended up doing option 2. Great, wonderful. The stupid thing was they wanted to send him home to us.
What?
Just had it cut off the day before. So Stephanie and us, well, basically Martha and Stephanie, talked, found a place, one of the 2 places here that are relatively close that help patients who just went through that sort of thing.
Inpatient
Get
rehab?
healed up. Yeah, inpatient rehab. That would work because I couldn't remember the wording. Thank you.
Yeah.
The inpatient rehab. So they're going to Pam, taking him there. So over the next 10 to 15 days, they're going to help him get to the point where he can move back to Rayburn.
Right.
And we want him there because we can take care of him there.
Right.
Because we know Martha's there. She's one of the nurses. So, yeah, it's just the fact we're just going to send him home. You what?
That's crazy, man.
She's been a nurse for 31 years. We have been CNAs since 08. We're
yeah.
not equipped for that in our house.
Oh yeah, man. I hear wild stories, man. And I want to send out some love to Josh and Heather over Water Tower because, man, his son Nate, man, had to have his whole chest cavity opened up. It's been a medical battle for like so long now, and it's all restarted to the point where like he had to be escorted out of the building just for the night by security because they just were not listening to him. And he was so upset about it, understandably.
2 of these surgeries, because they messed up, one of them wasn't freaking needed, and the other one was needed to fix the problem.
Yeah.
The first one was needed. The second one shouldn't have had to be done because they messed up. And the last one was done to fix it. And it's like.
And it didn't fully fix it. But yeah, I won't get too deep into what's going on with them. But, make sure you send them some love. They're posting a lot about it right now. They really need some love and just people to have their backs, man. This is a terrible situation for them. And I hate to see that things like this happen in the medical field, man.
Please send them your well wishes, your good vibes, your prayers. Fred, possibly send our Fred your well wishes, well prayers and whatever, so he can get over this. Because he had lost. It had just busted open, and he'd lost so much blood that spirits had come to if they hadn't done something, he was going to have somebody there. They were waiting to see if they could.
Yeah.
And you understand how much that scares me.
Oh yeah. It's wild, man. It's COVID changed a lot of things, and a lot of doctors didn't get the education they would normally be getting because it changed how doctors were even trained for that time, and no one knew when that was going to go away. So it did so much more to stunt so many things than people realize. I mean, a lot of things harder that entire systems are still recovering from. Just straight up, man.
And unfortunately, some of these doctors are some of them are really good. Some of them are just so stuck in their ways
Mm-hmm.
that they're just not seeing the forest for the trees when it comes to the patient.
Yep.
'Cause,
Yep.
dude, that's even happened with my kid. It's like, there's nothing wrong with her. Take her home. We take the ER because of how bad her head's hurting. We take her. They didn't even want to do the test. We take her to her doctor. Finally able to get her in partway through the next day. This sinus infection is so bad. They said what?
Yep.
They thought us and her Minnie Mouse were ridiculous, and that
Oh,
still
yeah.
bothers me.
They treat you like shit. They treat you like you just want medications, or I don't know, like you're just lying to get attention. So many people in the medical field just they see these kind of things, so they see what they think are signs. They just automatically jump to that, man. Like I've gotten treated like an addict in a bunch of different hospitals and doctors around here until I'm like, and this is in my permanent charts, my charts and everything, because I had it listed. I made them list this to please do anything they could possibly do without needing to give me any kind of pain medications. That just means that's a personal choice. I had a battle with that, in my 20s after the wrestling accident, and I just kept taking morphine for a long time to fuck myself up. And after I got away from that, I just didn't want them anymore. So now I will accept anything that is a narcotic for pain.
Mhm.
And I always tell them, I'm like, listen, can you read my chart a little bit more? I'm sensing a vibe from you right now that I don't really appreciate. And I feel like if you actually take the time to stop and read my chart, you're going to understand that I'm not here for what you think I'm here for. And I just say it just like that. And almost every time, when it actually happens, it doesn't happen all the time, but when it happens and they listen to me, they'll stop, they'll read it, and I'll just see their eyes get fucking huge as they read it. And I'd say about 75% of the time I actually get an apology. The rest are just like, oh. And then they treat me better, but they never apologize for their assumptions. And it irritates me because I almost never go to the damn hospital. When I do, it's because something really bad is going on.
Sucks.
And I'm not there because I want them to make my pain better. I'm there because I want them to tell me what's causing the fucking pain, and let's fix that.
Oh yeah, because if I'm going to take my child to the ER, there's a reason. These last
Yep.
couple of times, this ER is better than most of the other ones. Like, it's better than the last one we were taking them to.
Mhm.
And it's automatic, oh, okay. And they'll look, it's like, oh my God, you actually do need something.
Oh yeah.
And then we go from there because they at least here they at least see us and they're like, oh, there is a problem. Because they'll see us out and we're doing things, we're working or at the nursing home, and it's like, oh, okay, you're helping people. And yeah.
It's wild, man. I think the worst time I ever had it, that trip we were actually at, the Lost Creek trip, I had, unbeknownst to me, I had dropped this giant piece of metal on the top of my foot. Like, so close to the top of my foot, it was almost up near my ankle. And there was a giant gash that bled bad. I had a trail of blood back and forth between the garage and the car where I was loading camping gear, and so I had no idea until they told me. And we looked at it, and my foot was bad. I mean, it was already swollen. There was blood coming out of it. I'm like, well, we're going on a camping trip. And it was the first time that I was really getting to know Matt because, of course, Brooklyn's boyfriend had to come along. Oldest daughter actually wanted to do something with us, and she came along for the trip, brought her boyfriend that I didn't know well. Jason ended up coming out, my brother on the trip with us, and I was not going to not do this trip. To the point where I walked a couple miles of hiking and walking and shit while we were there. But when we got back, I had to give it up. 'Cause I'd also been swimming in the fucking, the dirty lakes and shit with these wounds and the issues. I sealed the wound, so there wasn't danger of like anything getting in causing infection, but anything can happen to me really. It was so bad and so swollen, and I was in so much pain. I ended up at a hospital. We literally got our stuff back to the house. Everybody was home safe, and I was like, okay, now Michelle, I finally agree with you. You can take me to the hospital now. And so she takes me, and I'm in the atrium of this hospital in a wheelchair. I'm obviously I was like, according to everyone around me, other patients and everything, other patients were trying to get them to take me first. That's how bad it was. And then this little boy comes in and a piece of his bone is sticking out. And I'm telling them, no, 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 no. please see this kid first. Like I don't care how I am. This is a child in this much pain. They took everybody in that atrium with not even serious issues. Someone just, I don't even know. The people there didn't even think they were serious issues. They just, they just couldn't get into their doctor, so they went to the ER. And they made us sit there, and me and this kid right next to each other. I was trying to talk to him to calm him down and let him know, I was in a similar situation. We were kind of talking. I was making him laugh while his mom and, of course, Michelle were talking to each other, trying to figure stuff out. We were all just trying to help each other at that point. And they're one of their main nurses in charge of intake came out and told all four of us that they weren't sure what we thought that this hospital could do for us because clearly we were just seeking medications out loud in the atrium in front of other people. So I immediately got on the phone to her supervisor, had to leave a message, of course, and called another hospital nearby and told them the situation. They said, come here, we'll admit you immediately. I was like, well, it's not just me. There's also this mom that's got this kid who needs to be seen immediately. They're like, getting both families get their vehicles, just drive here. And I'll tell you, went to that hospital, they saw me immediately. And that kid immediately. They had rooms ready, just ready to go. It was the most amazing experience. It was the Austin Landing hospital. And completely opposite. They treated us like gods there. Like, they were just so polite, so kind, like wanted to help out. And they did a great job helping me and this child. And meanwhile, there was probably almost a dozen other people at that hospital that also walked out behind us. And so many people made complaints. And I only found out that a lot of people made complaints beyond just me and Michelle and this lady and her child, who usually I know the name of. I just can't think of their names right now. It was such like a bonding moment. I should remember this. I think Judy and Donald. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the boys Donald. She was Judy. That when I finally got a call back from a supervisor, I found out that like multiple people in their family reported it, and a bunch of people that were there that day, including some of the staff members that over it, reported it. I've not been back to that particular hospital since. And it's a very close by, probably the most convenient hospital for me to go to, and I still don't go.
I don't blame you. That's just wrong.
It was nuts, man.
And that's one of the hardest things that I've found lately because I keep running into that, especially when it comes to the female reproductive system. They want to ignore a lot of the issues with a whole lot of the women, and it's like, and then they finally are able to find a doctor that will at least take the uterus out, and then their life gets better, and it's like, why?
Right. I'm gonna say something, and I'm not being political in any way. I have political opinions, but I will never display them on any of our shows. I feel like collectively, all the white men, and I'm specifying this, all the white men in charge of our country, there's a lot of them, there's way more than just one. There's many of them, need to get their heads out of their asses when it comes to women and stop trying to pretend we're regressing in history to a point where women aren't citizens. Because that's where it's going. And as someone that was primarily raised by women who, have whether biological or not, it's beside the point, a daughter and a wife, this makes me violently angry. Very violently angry.
It's to the point my oldest kid has said, Mommy, I'm not having kids.
Yeah, I know a lot of people
And
are excited about them that are now thinking about not having kids.
Because I can't say anything. It's like, grandchildren would be awesome. But
Yeah.
I'm not going to say, no, you have to have children. I'm like, okay, whatever. But with the a couple of her thought processes on that, it's not a physically viable thing.
Right.
So, but then again, the fact that my oldest kid has gotten that much attuned into what's actually happening, that is an option. That
Yeah.
is I'm just not doing it. And it scares me.
It's a lot of bad. It's bad for women. It's bad for LGBTQIA. It's bad for anyone that's not white. It's gotten to a point where, and it's not just, again, it's not one person. It's a lot of people on a lot of different sides have just made so many of the worst possible decisions for humanity in our country that it just, over time has gotten to the point where we're at now, and now it's just fuck. What's the point?
Mhm.
And I hope that this is the worst it gets, and I hope that now we're at just about the worst it's been in a long time. That other people that are trying start being listened to again on all sides. There's great people on all sides here.
Yeah, it would be nice if people listened and talked it out and found the right option.
Hey, now that weed is being rescheduled and it's on the same level of just Tylenol with codeine, maybe everybody in the world can just get super high and talk out the problems. I feel like that would be a cool thing. Not that it'll happen, but that would be super cool.
Dude, that would be nice. I would like to do that again.
We can erect a dome over the planet for just like 2 or 3 hours. That's it. You know, we don't want to mess up. Well, actually, it probably won't be that long, even if it's just an hour. Some long enough time to get everybody just stoned enough to be open and honest and kind.
Yeah, admit you're afraid. Admit that you don't know what's going on, and let's work together to make things better.
Yeah, man. That's it.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
And then everybody can just adopt the permanent, no matter what religion you are, no matter what belief structure you have or political background, everybody can just equally adopt one rule. Don't be a dick. That's it.
Yeah, that is
Just don't be a dick.
goal I have. Oh, dude, I just realized.
I'm being joined by a B-Rad, apparently.
Oh wow.
1 second.
Hi, Stefan.
Oh, hey, Stefan. Stefan. They were talking to you. They don't care about you.
Oh, dang.
I'm just playing.
I see how it is, guys. Merry Christmas!
Hi.
If you celebrate. Ew, no.
Happy
I
all
got-
the holidays.
Don't look at my face, but you can see my robe. It's Christmassy. It's very cute. Very cute. No.
Give me 1 second. Apparently, I'm getting a message from her. 1 second.
Okay. Yes, I know, and it sucks, and I don't like it. Well, my children are not going to disagree, but that still hasn't stopped them from trying. I think the next question is,
Okay, sorry. I'm
What?
back. She was going to tell me she loved me. It was a sweet
Okay.
moment. But she doesn't like there to be
Yay!
proof of her being sweet, you know, because, you know, she's still young.
Anyway, I hope everybody has the bestest holidays. And the next question is, what is the best dessert to have for Christmas holidays?
You okay with chocolate icing? It does not matter what the holiday or the occasion. If you ask me that question, you're going to get the same answer every time.
I've noticed my current goal is I'm going to get everything in the oven. Then I am going to have apple crumble with vanilla ice cream on top for breakfast. That is my goal for tomorrow. I'm going to help do a whole lot of cooking. And I'm most definitely looking forward to the chicken and dumplings.
Oh, yeah, man. I think we're going pretty basic. We're just doing ham, some chicken, mashed potatoes, corn, stuffing, and some desserts. Probably some other sides. I don't really know. I don't do any of the cooking, to be honest.
He wonders why aren't you called the Grinch?
Do what? I didn't hear. I didn't
wondered-
get to read what he said.
Why aren't you called? Well, Raz, why aren't you called you Grinch?
Oh. See, here's the thing. People call me the Grinch, but what I keep having to point out to them, as much as I detest the holidays, because I truly do, the Grinch at least eventually liked them. Only one thing is ever gonna make me enjoy the holidays, and that's if Matt and Brooke have kids and I become a grandpa. If that happens, I will. Then you can call me the Grinch because my heart will grow 3 sizes too big, and I will fucking like Christmas or whatever holiday.
Sizes.
Yeah, however many sizes it's got to be. That's gonna be what melts me to the holiday thing.
That grandbaby's gonna be spoiled
Yeah.
freaking rotten.
I've already picked out my name. My name's gonna be Pops. If it happens, when it happens, whatever. But that's when I'll finally be like, okay. Now, when I'm around children around the holidays, I do pretend to enjoy the holidays because no matter how I feel, you don't fuck up things for kids. You don't do it unless you want to get punched in the balls or whatever. You don't mess it up for kids.
Why have you not called? Is not the
Oh, is the question. You know why? Because I forgot. I'm not gonna lie. It's because I forgot. Between the haunt stuff, the wrestling organization I'm in now, and everything, my life has just been nuts. And I've been pulling a lot of back-to-back 10 and 12-hour shifts on DoorDash to catch up on bills and Christmas holiday stuff. So really, honestly, no good reason. My brain not functioning. I will rectify that though very soon because I miss you very much.
I can tell you this thing. There's one kid that said you were the best laughter.
Oh, it makes me happy, man.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And I'll stab somebody over some kids though, man. That kind of stuff makes me angry. Like just violently angry as bad things happening to children. And I've been listening to a lot of. She's got me hooked on. What's the name of that podcast?
Crime Junkies.
Yeah, Crime Junkies. Michelle's now got me hooked on this of like the last month solid. All we do when we're door dashing is listening to Crime Junkies. And lately, I've heard like even more bad stuff about children-based cases. It flames me out. Like I will yell at the fucking radio when we're driving. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? I get mad about it.
Dude, so we get those alerts on our phone about the kids, and the first word out of Josh's mouth every single time is, just leave the children alone.
Exactly, man. What does it say? I can't see it.
Oh no, I'm trying to see it. Okay, well, I see how I write. Dude,
Oh man, it's not even like that. I promise you. I do genuinely love you. I was just actually legit talking about you to someone the other day. I met someone in the wild and started a random conversation about Cthulhu, and legitimately, I was talking about you and the publishing company, and I was talking about the more lore for the mythos, and actually got them to go on Amazon, and they wish listed both volumes and said they were going to purchase them as soon as they could. It was just a little bit just a random conversation. I don't even remember why anymore. People just see
that's
me and
not fair. Because almost every time you come on, we shout you out on the show, and I randomly pull out one of your anthologies from your company and say, "Hey, have you heard about the good?"
No, he means me specifically though, because I was supposed to call him back, and we've been playing kind of like message tag a little bit for I don't know. It's been a while. It's if I had to guess, it's probably been weeks, maybe a month that I've not called him back.
Okay.
Stefan.
Oh yeah, and
been
because
Yeah.
again, find Fracture Mind Publishing and buy everything that they have in their bibliography. Everything they have made, buy all of it, and then go find the random anthologies and other books Stefan Lair has done, and read those. Because I have recently got more because I found out there was some I'm missing because he put them on his page, and I'm like, I didn't know that was there, and yoink. It made great reading material in the waiting room.
And you would be happy to know that we were actually able to put a giant Santa hat on one of my 13-foot Cthulhu's in the haunt. There's two of them back together with the whole lantern thing. So we made one of their lanterns with like little Christmas lights and like garland and stuff. But he actually had a Santa hat.
That is awesome.
It was pretty neat. I just didn't get a chance to get any videos or pictures because then we had to cancel the second night. Now we've pretty much got to Christmas mostly.
You know what? In about 2 hours, Christmas starts. But I agree. Do you have any idea how hard it was to get him to be on the show with me?
I've been slacking with everybody. That's no joke, man. And life has just been a bitch. But it's been for good reasons, for building up positive things, hopefully to change things for the better. I'm trying to get back to 2026 being the year I'm social again. I'm doing the things I need to do.
And I was about to start sending you one of the 96 sloths I have left on my phone that I haven't sent you because my sister keeps sending me sloths every day in a row until I've sent them all and get your attention. But you started coming on here with me, and I'm like, hey, unless you still want the sloth.
Always. Of course I do.
Okay. Because, yes, Mel sends us the best sloth. He's amazing like that.
Oh, I also wanted to throw out some love at considering another situation. Craig Roshak from Chilling Tales from Dark Nights. I've become he's become a really good friend of mine in the last 6 months. Honestly, we actually haven't talked in honestly probably over a month as well. I just heard from him today, and unfortunately, hold on a minute. There's a Brooke dancing. Sorry, she's dancing in front of my car, so I just turned the lights on her. His father had a bad medical incident, and they don't expect him to make it, but at least him and the kids got to go down and say goodbye, before things got worse. But Craig, if you're checking us out today, man, or you listen to it later, I just want you to know how much I love you and I care about you. And it's a big thing to say. I'm here if you need me because I am. It's kind of a weird thing to say. I'm sorry about what's going on. Of course, we're all sorry about what's going on. But just know that you got people behind you, and if you do need something, it's not just something I'm saying. It's something that I truly mean, man.
And the really
Sorry about the laughing in the background.
Brooke doesn't know what we're talking about, so she's laughing and doing silly things and banging on the car because she can't hear what we're talking about. So sorry for the not very hilarious moment amidst the serious situation.
When I can say, yes, been there, done that, and I am so sorry. And also that love, healing, everything your way, and definitely know the pain.
I got more people in my SockCon joke. I don't know why people keep falling for the joke. I'm going to keep doing it until people just stop falling for it. It's too easy, man.
And I still find the jump scare thing hilarious.
Yeah, that's fun. That's always fun. Hey, Stefan, if you're still watching us right now, I got tickets to a con that it can be out your way, actually. If you're interested in going, let me know. It's called SawCon. I got free tickets for you. I know Lily liked this a minute ago. I got the notification. So, Lily, if you're listening, I've got tickets to SawCon for you as well. You guys just let me know.
Hi, Dennis.
Hey, Dennis. You too, Dennis. I also have tickets for you to SawCon.
Yeah, I'm
SawCon
going
tickets for everyone that's watching today.
No, I'm passing. Thank you.
How would you like your stocking, Mark?
Not at all.
You don't want me to put your name on it?
You do the recycling stocking thing. So you have different stockings on different years, and we found a National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation Chevy Chase one randomly in the wild at a thrift store.
You want to hold it up and show them?
Apparently, this is what I'm using right now.
Do you still have the Batman curtain stocking?
You're damn right, I do.
That's actually displayed in his office.
Yes, it is.
Yay.
Everything you send me is displayed in my office. I'm not joking. One day I'm gonna go in there and just grab the webcam I've got hooked up in there and just kind of move it around the room so you can see everything.
It's not just you. Like, people leave him random stuff, and there's these cigarette vapes called Raz bars, and they give a sticker that says Raz
Spelled R-A-Z
with every bar. So they go ahead.
I actually have an unused pile, probably like 10 deep, sitting on my desk right now.
Oh, you can probably finish your name.
Oh no, I did already.
Oh, did you?
It's been finished for ages.
Oh, okay.
They actually wrote Raz in the Raz stickers in giant letters on the top of my office door. And now they're making other designs with the Raz stickers. So that's the other thing.
We have to find Jason the bottle of Voltage. That's probably going to be Circle K.
But yeah, it's fun, man. Lots of fun gifts. Ron gives me stuff sometimes. Actually, he gave me a shark necklace that's either I wear or is on display in the office. He also gave me a Beetlejuice
Yep.
poster that's up on my wall. Kyle gave me this awesome cryptid, like paranormal giant fucking map, like a huge map of Ohio. That's also in my office. Everything that Patty sends me is or brings to me when she comes to the haunt is in my office. I get a lot of weird gifts from kids at the haunt. Usually, mostly people give me turtles because I like turtles. At some point in time, some people thought that I actually have a true fascination with turtles. And while turtles are cool, that's just something I say, and they didn't quite get that at first. So I got like a million turtle gifts all at once. So there's like most of my office is either turtle or Beetlejuice based because people bring me little
Well, I can
Beetlejuice
honestly say
dolls.
that
I think like
because you
7 or 8
told a
different.
bunch of autistic children this, so they honestly thought so.
Yeah.
So all the autistic children fit you the thingy.
Oh yeah, yes. So I display them all. I did it to myself. I display them all proudly and happily. Anytime someone gives me like a card, like for a birthday or for just, I get thank you cards sometimes. They're just randomly out of the blue. Those go up on the wall. There's shit everywhere. My Christmas sock is on my wall display. There's all kinds of
That's
collections
awesome.
and stuff because I don't own physically much stuff. Like everything just about that I physically own was already in my office. I've never owned much. I've gone through fire. You know how it is, man. You go through moving a bunch, bad situations. You just kind of lose everything. So I just stopped
Oh
buying
yeah.
anything, and I don't buy like trinkets or anything. So now like my office is just that. It's just everything anyone ever gives me that's cool. It just goes right in there.
Although now you have given me this new obsession. The Stupidest Angel, the author of that, I
Christopher
found
Moore.
out
I
that
love
Tuck,
Christopher Moore.
Christopher Moore, I found out that Tuck, the guy with the bat, has a book previously before this book.
Mhm.
I got that for Christmas today. Martha's awesome.
Oh yeah, is that Practical Demon Keeping?
No, it wasn't practical. Hold on. I'll tell you in a second.
Because that also takes place before Stupidest Angel in the same town.
No, you know how we talked about losing his job in that thing in the
Oh yeah,
in
okay.
the story? The job he's talking about that he was doing was an island of the Sequin Love Nun.
You're right. You're right. That's correct. Yep. I forgot that was a Pine Cove story. Yep. Because he's got different ones. A chunk of his books are based in Pine Cove, and some of them aren't.
Yeah.
Like the You
don't
Suck
know.
Vampire
It's
series is brilliant, but it's not in Pine Cove.
It's just as of right now, I have all the Practical Demon Keeping, Stupidest Angel, Lust Lizard of Melancholy Cove, Island of
Yep.
the Sequin Love Nun, and A Dirty Job.
Dirty Job 2 is also a really good one. There's a sequel to that. Full's really good. Yeah, you're missing like probably half his collection. I personally think
I
you would
just
love.
started collecting.
Yeah, I think you would absolutely love his vampire trilogy. There's even a fat ass orange cat named Chet who becomes a vampire at one point. But it's
That is
as
hilarious.
much as Stupidest Angel is my favorite. Obviously, I love the Pine Cove series is my number one. But after Pine Cove, I go vampires, and then probably Lamb, the Gospel According to Biff, because that book made me cry. I laughed so hard. It's also another Raziel book.
Okay. Brutal.
And let me tell you,
It is.
you actually get a lot more of Raziel's personality in Lamb, to the point where he's deciding he's going to talk to God about exchanging his wings for web shooters because he falls in love with Spider-Man, and also he decides that he wants to become a professional wrestler at one point.
That is on my list of things to find out.
It's
So far, I got the last three: the Melancholy Cove, the Sequin Love Nun, and A Dirty Job are the newest ones I have. I've went through Practical Demon Keeping, Melancholy Cove, and Stupidest Angel. Those are the ones I have finished.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm going to check out these new two and finish the last three books of Wicked.
Hell yeah, man! I've read. I found out not all that long ago that there was a Wicked book that came out that I hadn't even read. And it was wild. I didn't fucking know because I'd read the other books, and I was like, oh shit! So I picked it up. I got it as an audiobook. I just haven't listened to it yet. I picked up the whole collection of Wicked books.
Yeah.
Because Michelle really likes the movie, The first movie he hasn't watched the second one, and I didn't watch the first movie because I was waiting for the second movie to be out to watch the first one, and now I just haven't watched them yet. So I got to get on that. But I've also seen the live Broadway play, which is fucking fantastic. But the books are certainly much better.
I ended up getting the digital copy of the first movie for Sophie for Christmas.
Oh,
Luckily, they
Nice.
had it on sale, and I'm like, yeah, definitely. It is destined for you to get this movie.
Have the kids seen the second one yet?
No, I haven't even seen the second one yet.
Remind me this week. I'll, when I get back to the haunt, probably not tomorrow, but the 26th is the next time I'll be at the haunt. Try and remind me, and I'll make sure you guys get to see it that day. I'll take care of you,
Okay,
man. Whatever you want.
Okay. And did those movies transfer well over on your Google?
Yeah, I for completely. Wait, which movies?
My Movies Anywhere account, I put you as my Google account.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I completely fucking forgot that you did that. I completely forgot about it. And then I went to log into something the other day
On Xbox.
on Xbox, and it brought up like a million. I'm like, what the fuck? I did not buy these. Where did these come from? Like, there were so many, and like I didn't know what the fuck was happening. And then out of nowhere, I was like, wait a minute. I remember a conversation about this.
Yeah.
So yes, is the
Okay,
answer.
good. They did transfer. Yay! Yeah, I figured I could add Google on, and I'm like, why don't I just add his Google on, and then I can share?
That was awesome. I appreciate that, man. If there's any streaming services you guys need to, let me know because I have got some of them back.
I just
So
hope
we can
that
talk.
works as a birthday and Christmas present.
Yeah, of course. You know, I love movies, man.
Okay. 'Cause, yeah, I love you. I hope you can
I
tell.
love you too, man. Give everybody their hugs for us.
Oh yeah, and we all send hugs and love and Muppets.
Brooke saw what we bought for me at the tobacco store, and she laughed.
Dude, one of Michelle's gifts for Christmas, which we got today, because adults, we buy our own gifts. It's a new nectar collector for smoking concentrates. It's like a straw almost with a metal tip. You just heat up the metal end with the torch, and you have it on you. I can
A
the old
regular one, yeah.
So it just kind of looks like that. You heat up the metal end, you press it to your oil, your concentrates, yeah, and then you smoke out of that end. It's like a straw. Well, the one we got her for Christmas it looks like the alien ray gun from Fallout.
The alien blaster.
The alien blaster from Fallout is what it looks like. It's fucking epic.
That is one of the most epic things I've ever heard. And
I'm a huge Fallout fan, so like seeing that, I'm like, I need this.
oh, I love Fallout 2. It's one of my most favorite things in the entire universe. Josh had got me Detroit Becoming Human, that video game.
Oh man, I've seen
I haven't
pieces of that one.
yet.
Me and Finn were playing it when Finn was crashing this summer, and we got into it a little bit, and then he just life changed, and he's a kid. I wanted to play the game with him, so I haven't really touched the game since then. But I was starting to get really into it, man.
Yeah, what I've done of it so far and seen the gameplay, what got me interested is I looked up and I've changed the video to, and I found the live stream of the game playing, and this lady's playing it, and Clancy Brown's there.
Yep.
Clancy.
Yep. I love me
And
Clancy.
I'm like, Clancy Brown has my attention. Clancy Brown usually gets my attention.
Yep. Another
I
Ohio
just
neighbor.
heard my kid is obsessed with Mr. Krabs.
When they're old
Yeah.
enough, you introduce them to one of my, and what I feel like is some of his best roles. One is Kurgan in Highlander.
Oh yeah, the Kurgan.
And I know this is gonna sound weird, but the sheriff in Pet Sematary 2.
That's one of my favorite roles of his.
And that is like one of my favorite roles is the sheriff in Pet Sematary 2. He's just so horrible, but you love to hate how horrible he is.
You know, it's so my sister and I have watched that movie so many times and loves it so many times. And her son's middle name is Gage because her Nathan got to name his first name, so she got to do his middle name. Jasper from Twilight, and Gage from the boy in that movie.
The first movie, yeah. That's awesome, dude. If you ask me though, another one of his most amazing roles is John dies at the end. He plays a
Dude,
very
that was
important character. Yeah.
oh yeah. After you told me about that movie, I'd get my own copy, and yeah, I love that.
The book series is still probably one of it's my favorite modern book series, honestly, like 1,000,000%. And I just found out not that long ago that he's going to be making a couple more. We thought this last one was going to be the last one a couple years ago because he moved on to the Zoe series and a couple other like offshoots, but now he's going back to John Dies at the End. And it's crazy that he got into writing novels because he was, one of the main people in charge of Cracked Magazine back in the day. And he started writing this story as a Halloween thing. He only wrote it on Halloween, like a continuation. And then people liked it and started looking at it. So he created this giant blog about this guy named John. People started printing it out and binding it. And like when they would meet him, asking him to sign it, and they would like print it out, and give it to their family and their friends to read. And it became this giant like underground fucking movement until he got a publishing deal out of it. And then like pretty much immediately after the publishing deal happened, a movie like that quick. It was wild, man. I'm sad that the movie didn't catch on as well as the books, and the movie had to be done in a shorter time frame than they wanted, and the way it had to be done by Cascarelli. I love me some Don Cascarelli. Phantasm is amazing. A lot of his work is amazing. He had a star-studded cast. Angus Scrimm was in this. Fucking oh my god, Pinhead. I know his damn name, and my brain just shut out.
Doug Bradley.
Doug Bradley was in it. A lot of famous people were in it, man. It just sadly wasn't enough for people to get the interest they should have gotten. So they're not going to make any sequels, which really sucks.
Now it's got a cult following, and unfortunately, I don't think that's enough.
It's not for those books to become projects again. I don't think movie wise, man. Like I don't know. I don't think it will happen. But if it did happen, I would love to see it as a TV series and not movies. Not movies at all. It belongs as a show. And I feel like it would be one of the best comedy horror shows ever made if they ever had a chance to do it.
Yeah, it's like that and Odd Thomas.
Oh yes. Oh my god. And Odd Thomas was gonna happen if he hadn't died.
Yeah.
That was a multi-movie deal.
I think the sad thing is also he was voice acting a couple of animated shows my kids were watching. And then they had to change his voice actor to continue the series, and that actually made me kind of sad.
Yeah, he was a hell of an actor. He was way too young, man.
They stopped doing the new Star Wars movies because he passed away.
It wasn't entirely because of that, though.
But it was, but it wasn't. Like they stopped because
it was a part of it. Yeah.
Like they lost their checkoff. You can't do a reboot of the Star Wars or a reimagining of the original Star Wars without checkoff.
Star Trek.
Yeah, Star Trek. I'm sorry, guys. Oh my God! Take away my.
Hurting.
What'd you say, Jenny?
That hurt. I was like, this is hurting. Please stop the Star Wars. Make it Star Trek. It'd be right.
Yeah, I'm hurting myself. I can't believe I said that many times too. It's been a long day. Okay,
yeah, it has been a long day on
I
the
have
road.
no doubt. Yeah, because I figured we'd sign off in about 10 minutes because it's been nearly 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought we were gonna hop on and just do an hour, but honestly, I really enjoyed it, man. It's rare that a show is just you and I, that we get a chance to catch up and hang out, and I really enjoy that when that happens, man.
Oh yeah, because I've missed having Raz time.
I miss having Jenny time.
Phoebe and I love you and miss you. She's like, hey, we need to get time with him again. I'm like, yes, that is hard. We're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because Phoebe sends me love. And of course, the unexpected conversation in the park of favorite slasher. So yeah.
I definitely love you guys.
Is who was your favorite character in the last book you read?
I'm trying to remember what the last book I read was. Oh, I know. I'm in the middle of reading the rereading Eric Asher's Vesic series right now. I was thinking Suspicion with no solid information on this, by the way. I know Eric, but I don't talk to him like all the time or anything like that. I think he's about to hopefully soon drop some more Vesic books because he usually will drop Vesic books and then do a couple off books and then come back and do more Vesic books. And it's been a bit since he dropped some Vesic books. So I was like, let me just start from the beginning from this 20 odd book, franchise. I'm going to call it a franchise now.
And usually when you do this, he drops new Vesic books.
It's weird. It happens like that. Any author that I go back, I'm like, I just get this weird inkling to start from the beginning. Even with Dresden Files the last time. It was when the last Dresden book ended up coming out randomly. And Kane Silver too, with Nate Temple.
Yeah.
I'd say my favorite character in the Vesic series is Vesic himself, man, the Necromancer. He's a smartass. Yeah, his work with the dead is on par. And if you don't love him immediately from the very first chapter of the first book, when he goes to his ex-girlfriend's wedding, he gets an invite, right? He goes to his ex-girlfriend's wedding. And the guy she's marrying turns out to be his sister's ex. Vesic's sister's ex. And he decides he's going to enchant something to make all the pigeons explode.
Mm.
And it makes the papers.
Yeah,
Like
that
that
would.
moment was, yeah, it was a brilliant moment. And like from the get-go, I loved the series. I had met Eric in passing a couple times, some author events with our friend Vicky. Didn't really know him that well. Started reading the books, got obsessed, and every time he releases a new book of any kind, either I end up getting the audiobook of it for free from him directly, or I always end up buying the books on top. Even when he gives me the audiobooks, I buy the books. And I've never failed to leave a review. He's one of the few authors that I religiously leave continuous reviews for, probably. But he's an awesome guy, fucking awesome, and hopefully we'll be able to get him on a show this year. That's one of my goals. And Jason Peregrine from God Dies at the End. Him I'm going to work on too.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, definitely Damien Vesic. If you haven't seen the Vesic series, man, please read everything Eric Asher does because everything he does is work of interest.
I agree. That is definitely on my list of finding out about. I would either go with Valena from the Caliente, physically Caliente Queen, Valena or Rainer. Those are my two favorites. Or with the one I've been listening to, Molly Michonne.
Oh yeah, man.
I love her crazy, and I love the narrator.
I need
And
to exchange my Audible account with you, by the way, to give you access to my Audible account.
Which one?
okay,
I actually have several, but my main one with my normal main author email, that's the good one. That one's packed full of
We
gems.
just got the stand.
There's so much shit on that one.
The
man.
new one that is the sequel, kind of offshoot, multi.
Oh yeah, it's a sequel, but not a sequel to The Stand, where it's a giant collection of authors that have written short stories that happened in the Stand universe. I finally got that the other day. I've also got everything that Eric's literally every audiobook he's ever done is also on that account.
Oh, okay, cool. I still have to get you mine because I have sent you it over so you can do the Audible, the Kindle, and the movies.
Yeah,
There's some movies on there that are not been transferred because there's certain studios movies anywhere does not work with.
Yep.
But either way.
Now, when you do that, do you also get access to movies that I own?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm attached to that the other day. Not that I own that many. A good chunk of them I got for free when I originally signed up for it. I got like an X amount of free movies. It was some thing. So most of them ones on that account I just already got for free. Some were ones that I scanned back in the day where you could scan it and have the digital copy, like a handful of them. The Kevin Smith ones probably. And then of course I had to buy all three of the ones on there. I just bought myself.
Understandable. Where either I bought them or one of the family members bought them or it was given to us. And I'm just like, oh, I can do this. I can have it on multiple spaces. Yay! So yeah. That is because at some point I should probably get you on my Fandango.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do stuff with Fandango, but like my Movies Anywhere has my Fandango stuff on it, though. I thought maybe it doesn't.
Not all of them. Okay, your movie. I don't know. I do know that some of the ones from Fandango, my Fandango was not on the Movies Anywhere because there's a couple of studios that will not work with Movies Anywhere.
Got you.
'Cause
Okay, that
it
makes
used
sense.
to be they're mad at Disney, so they haven't signed a contract.
Right.
So, the ones
They
that
need.
they are working with transferred via each side.
Oh yeah. Oh, I need to get you my Max login too, man. You got to watch Welcome to Derry.
Oh,
Oh, I very much want to, so bad.
He set it up to where a number of things that happen if you pay really close attention as it goes. You can then go back and watch it chapter 2 and see where he had been setting this up the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
We picked out something.
Definitely.
We watched it chapter 1 last
Well, part of
night,
it you fell asleep.
but we saw something.
A couple things we didn't notice before, like after watching this and going back and with fresh
Oh, yeah.
eyes, like it's interesting because season 1, Welcome to Derry is about the black spot, and I've been wanting to do some video with the black spot forever. And then they're doing things in reverse. So this season is the black spot. Then they're going to go farther back in time and do
The Bradley Gang
the
Massacre.
Bradley Gang Massacre. And then season 3, because it's a 3-season plan, will be the Kirchner Ironworks. So time is very interesting and does not work how we all thought it worked.
Well, help
We
the
can't say any more.
lay
We
people
can't
work.
say any more than that.
If you're a true fan, you know.
But it's wild
Yeah, I have a
the
whole
stuff they're getting into.
now that I'm looking forward to finding out.
Hell yeah! A good chunk of this one was simply about Bob Gray, which I particularly loved.
Oh, yeah, and the
Somebody,
Bob Gray and the possible daughter.
Oh yeah. That was kind of an interesting arc.
somebody said, after watching this, go back and watch the first season of Castle Rock again.
Yeah. There's some weird tie-ins. Weird times with Castle Rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did sadly find out though that the Overlook Hotel series was canceled.
Oh,
As of right now,
I
it did
wanted
get.
some more Dick.
Yeah,
Sorry, I know that sounded like
Dick Halloran. Yeah.
Dick Halloran. And Dick Halloran is actually in season 1 of Welcome to Derry.
Which is wild. You get a younger in the military Dick Halloran versus the much older man he is in The Shining.
Mhm.
It's really cool that they really tied in more of The Shining to this as well. Just a lot of, honestly, even The Mist gets tied in to this season.
Oh,
There's a
What were your
lot of
thoughts about that?
tie-ins. Because if when you know like a lot of the mythos and things that King creates, you realize how many of the bads are just different faces of the same thing, or that are tied together for weird reasons. And this isn't just about the It series. It's doing kind of what Castle Rock did a little bit. It's tying a lot of stuff in really interesting ways. Like just super. Like I did not expect interesting ways.
yeah, because he's like you in certain ways. You will find characters you didn't know even linked to that in this one
That's where I
story
learned
over
it
here.
from.
Yeah, but okay. Overall, what did you think about Doctor Sleep as a sequel?
So here's the thing. I have never read the Shining novel. Believe it or not, I have seen the Kubrick version, which is eh. I saw the old school Sci-Fi Channel miniseries, which I actually kind of liked. Now, however, with Doctor Sleep, not only did I see the movie, but I actually read the Doctor Sleep audiobook, or listened to the audiobook of Doctor Sleep.
We actually listened to the audiobook when we were in Colorado
Yeah.
to get married.
Yeah, weirdly, and we just went to I don't remember why we did Doctor Sleep because it was new, it was out. I love Doctor Sleep. I love what they did. I actually have the audiobook of The Shining, and I keep meaning to go back and listen to it, and then listen to Doctor Sleep right after. Because I'm driving all the time now. I have time to listen to audiobooks, but no time to physically read, which actually really sucks. So I miss reading books.
Mhm.
But I really enjoyed everything about Doctor Sleep, honestly.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things was the nomad thing. I'm like,
Yeah, it's cool.
dude, you hear that talked about different from different people in different countries about how the nomads in the driving campers, and them going from place to place.
Mhm.
And
Romani.
then how he
Traveler.
took
Yeah.
that
Oh yeah.
and ran with it. That was
I mean, the other interesting thing is that was the same part of the same group that ties into the traveling Romanis and Thinner.
interesting.
So much
I
of his
really
stuff
like
ties in together,
Yeah,
with the exception of the stand.
which does actually tie into
Tie
things
in,
because
but-
of the tower.
Because yes,
Michelle has still not been brave enough to attempt her journey to the tower yet.
here I will go. Okay, here's how I will say this. And my mom sometimes listens to your guys' show. Okay,
Because sometimes.
so mom, if you're listening, I will go on my journey to the tower when you go on your journey to the tower.
So like I've read
I-
still only barely half of Stephen King's repertoire, and Mom though has read just about everything, but she refuses to take a trip to the tower because the first book she couldn't get into it, and I had the same issue. I could not get into the first book. I tried over a period of a decade, repeatedly, and then one day I got halfway through it. I was going to set it down again and said no. I told myself
We had
no.
just gotten together
Yeah,
shortly
I was like,
after.
no, I'm gonna make myself fucking finish this book no matter what I do. I did, and I have OCD. So if you know me, I had to immediately pick up book 2, and I was not gonna let myself stop. But by the time I got about a quarter of the way into book 2, I was sold on the whole series and couldn't put it down. It just took getting through book 1.
But no, I will go on my journey when my mother goes on hers.
Do you have the Audible copies?
No, I need to start picking them up. I haven't gotten them yet.
I will give you my login, okay?
Okay.
You can listen to them. All of them, including the keyhole one, is on
Oh, yeah.
there.
Hell yeah. I will make her start her journey to the tower while we dash.
Nope, I will only
And
start
then you
mine
just
when
have
my
to
mother
listen
starts
to it
hers.
and you-
That's what I was gonna
No,
do.
as
My
soon as you
mother-
get through book 1,
I
I
know.
guarantee you're
It's so
going to
good.
love book 2.
I know, but the thing is, you got to understand when he says my mom is this diehard Stephen King, she read Carrie when it came out. Like she has been reading him since day one.
Literally.
Like she read him when he was in the magazines.
Mhm.
That's
She
like
found out about him.
how she knew about him, and so like my mother being so adamant about not taking the journey to the tower is one of those things like, well, she's not going to do it. Why should I? She is like the diehard King
And you
fan.
need to find out about the turtle.
Mhm. She thinks she
You
knows
have to
things
find
about the
out
turtle. She mentions the turtle sometimes because she knows it, but she doesn't know the turtle.
You have forgotten the face of your father, and you need to come with us and find out.
Mm-hmm. Everything serves the being, man.
At some point, my father may come over and talk to you for all I know.
Right?
Yeah, I still wonder if you've randomly met that 7 and whatever feet man yet. Just come over and say hi. That would
Not
be
yet.
fun.
Not yet. You never know, though. It's very possible.
I keep waiting for him or my mom, the 4 foot and a half foot tall woman, just come say hi to you just for the hell of it.
I mean,
They know they can.
based on the odd connection that we discovered after we started, becoming friends and family, that I have to them, I'm kind of surprised it hasn't happened yet, and I
I
feel like
just-
it's definitely going to at some point.
Yeah, the unexpected part where you knew about why we're going to certain places
Yeah,
and
that was
on a
wild.
constant basis. I'm like, but yeah, okay, definitely must just randomly put it on while you guys are door dashing.
Yeah, she's come back to the car. I'm like, what is this? Like, don't worry about it. Just listen to it.
Yes,
Look, dude, she knows I'm good.
I know because you have control of my phone when we're door dashing.
Ugh. We play her stuff from her phone, so we can use my phone for door dashing. So
'cause I know she's gonna love Detta.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing. I actually tried book one years ago.
It sucks.
I tried.
I mean, listen, it's not Dreamcatcher bad. It's certainly not Tommy Knockers bad.
But I am one who loved the Regulators, but could not get into Desperation.
Yeah. I think though, because of your love of the Stand and certain other properties, especially once you get back past the first book, you're going to take to it a lot quicker.
I know that's what
You
keep
also
telling
like Marvel and
me.
Harry Potter, which oddly enough is in
I
the
know, that's
tower.
what you keep telling me.
Okay, that is the plan. Okay, my child is telling me it's time to go to bed, and I'm in his bedroom.
Presents.
So,
And then I started doing this gummy bears. I finished that and then realized.
Oh, yeah.
So I need you to
Okay,
come here.
so
What I need are up for the kids and I'll
let's
be with the
say
kids.
goodnight.
Maximum also. Everything in the kids. So I need your help.
In them days, man. Give me 1 second, please.
No, I'm wrapping it. I just need your help putting.
So, everybody, I hope you guys have the best holiday.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, hope everybody has the best Christmas and New Year possible. If we don't see you by the New Year, and go out and pick a book. It doesn't necessarily have to be ours, but pick up a book and read
Yes.
and enjoy. Because I'm not limited you to whatever the heck I end up writing and the wonderfulness he writes. This little boy says Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and he sends hugs.
Hey,
And
Dante.
he says hi, Dante. So good night, all, and
Love you guys.
thank you for coming. Now, if I can just find the right button.